Have you ever stared at your phone, wondering why she hasn't replied? That feeling in your chest, that tightness, that ache? It's not just about the silence. It's about your worth being questioned, your presence being dismissed, and worst of all, your mind spiraling into self-doubt. But what if I told you her silence is a test, not of your words, but of your spirit? Welcome to the Stoic Breakdown. This isn't just about dating. This is about mastering your emotions, reclaiming your power, and becoming a man who no longer chases validation, but commands respect. Stick with me until the end, and I promise you will never see being ignored the same way again. Point 1. Her silence is your mirror. When she ignores you, it's not always about her. Often, it's a reflection, a brutal, honest mirror showing you the parts of yourself you've ignored. The desperation, the insecurity, the overthinking. You text her again and again, hoping for a response that will validate you. But in doing that, you betray yourself. Stoicism teaches that your peace should never be dependent on another person's actions. Ask yourself, why does her silence hurt so much? Is it because you genuinely miss her? Or is it because her lack of attention makes you feel invisible? The Stoics believed in internal control. You don't control her replies, her emotions, or her moods. You control your response. If her silence makes you spiral, then it's not her power that you fear. It's your lack of it. So instead of asking, why is she ignoring me? Ask, what does this teach me about my own emotional discipline? Point 2. Detachment is strength, not indifference. Stoicism isn't about not caring. It's about caring wisely. You think by constantly reaching out, you're showing love, but in reality, you're showing neediness. She doesn't want a man who clings. She wants a man who stands, who walks with purpose, who chooses peace over panic. Detachment means you value yourself enough to step back when your worth isn't being reciprocated. It's saying, I can love you, but I will never beg you. You don't detach because you don't feel. You detach because your feelings don't control you. Next time she ignores your message, don't send another. Instead, go for a walk. Read. Building elevate. Because every moment spent waiting is a moment wasted not becoming. And when you do this, she feels it. Your silence speaks. It says, I am not here to be an option. I am a man of purpose. Point 3. You teach her how to treat you. Every time you double text, plead, or seek closure from someone who gives you crumbs, you teach them one thing. I'm okay with being treated this way. Stoicism is about boundaries. It's knowing your value so deeply that disrespect doesn't anger you. It disqualifies them. She ignores your message? Fine. But you don't chase. You shift. You evolve. You elevate. You're not punishing her. You're protecting you. And in doing so, you reset the standard. You become the man who commands attention by not needing it. That's power. That's stoic. Remember, you don't get what you beg for. You get what you believe you deserve. Act accordingly. Point 4. Her attention is not your mission. One of the greatest Stoic principles is this. Stay focused on your purpose. The moment you make her your mission, you lose your path, your time, your mind, your peace, all hijacked by someone else's silence. Your mission is your growth, your discipline, your vision. She may ignore you now, but when you're building in silence, the world starts to notice, including her. The gym, your business, your art, that's where your power is forged. That's what separates men who chase women from men women chase. So, don't text her back. Text your trainer, your mentor, your future self. Redirect that energy. Reclaim your mission. Point 5. The ego wants closure. The soul wants peace. We often text back not because we care, but because our ego can't handle the silence. Why would she do this? What did I do wrong? She owes me an explanation. But here's the truth. Closure is an illusion. What you really need is acceptance. She's ignoring you? Accept it. Not because it doesn't hurt, but because your peace matters more than her reply. True strength isn't found in